This is pretty quiet for a groundbreaking. How about a big round of applause? Let's hear it. It's the first indoor-outdoor groundbreaking in the history of Northeastern University. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Northeastern. My name is John Tobin, and thank you for braving the elements to be here today. At least we didn't ask you to come here to help shovel snow. This is a good day. It's a great day, and it's a long time coming, and we can tell you with absolute confidence it will be worth the wait. You know, when we first started planning for this site back in 2018 on a parking lot we've owned since the 90s, I don't think any of us imagined the journey we'd take to get here. We'll give you some context about just how long ago that was. When we submitted our first proposal in 2019, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick were still with the New England Patriots, and they just won the Super Bowl against the Los Angeles Rams. Much like the Patriots, this project spent a little bit of time wandering in the wilderness, but now, just like our team heading to the Super Bowl on Sunday, Northeastern and this project, we're back to our winning ways with the city. I didn't write that. The first proposal looked very different from what you see here today. Through years of conversations, and real conversations, real meaningful, sincere conversations with community members and stakeholders, this project has evolved. What started as one idea became something better, much better, something shaped by the people who know this neighborhood the best. The building you see in the rendering behind me is not just a university project. It's what happens when you take the time to listen and build something together. When we look at the rendering, we're not just seeing a 23-story building. We're seeing 1,215 beds that will help address our region's housing crisis by reducing demand for off-campus housing that impacts our surrounding neighborhoods. And most importantly, we're seeing a ground floor specifically designed to engage and serve the local community in our neighbors. The community benefits associated with this project are truly exceptional. Under our institutional master plan, Northeastern will contribute $10 million over the next 10 years to invest in housing stabilization in our city. This money will be allocated to the city's Housing Stabilization Fund, the Acquisition Opportunity Fund, and the city and all other city housing programs. In addition, this project includes over $1.5 million in linkage payments to the city for affordable housing and jobs right here in our neighborhoods and our community. Thank you. Thank you very much. The ground floor, which I talked about earlier, will provide a welcoming space for partnerships and university programs that support economic development right here in the neighborhood. We're creating 4,000 square feet of local retail space, along with flexible areas for maker spaces, art galleries, displays, meetings, gatherings, and all kinds of events. It'll be a place where we convene, where we work with our neighbors and meet with our neighbors. This will be a space that's inviting and open to everyone, just like our campus is today. Beyond the building itself, we're transforming the public realm around the site with extensive streetscape improvements, dedicated bikeways, outdoor seating, preserved and new street trees, and enhanced access to both campus and the Ruggles MBTA station. And I also want to emphasize that this construction is providing good union jobs for our local workforce. That's an investment, thank you, that starts today and continues through completion. It actually started a couple of months ago when we actually broke ground. But none of this would be possible without extraordinary leadership and collaboration. I want to first thank our university leadership, led by our president, President Aoun, and our entire team, for their vision and dedication. And I want to give special recognition to Kathy Spiegelman, our VP of Planning and Real Estate and Facilities, and our entire team in facilities and real estate who have overseen this project's alignment with our master plan from the very beginning in navigating every challenge and opportunity with dedication and integrity. I think they deserve a big round of applause for all they've done. And we in City and Community Engagement have been just thrilled to work alongside them through this journey. I especially want to thank our community partners. I see our friends from St. Cyprian's Church from across the street, our great neighbors who just celebrated their 100th anniversary. A big round of applause for Josie. They're our closest abutters and our great friends, and they have just been wonderful partners and neighbors this entire way, and we expect that to continue through the project and through completion. Thank you, Josie and Arthur. Thanks for everything. We really appreciate it. We want to ensure that 840 Columbus is not just a university, but a true bridge between campus and community. And I especially want to thank our mayor, Mayor Wu, and her team at the Boston Planning and Development Agency. The mayor's unwavering commitment to both higher education and neighborhood vitality has not just endured, been a hallmark of her tenure as mayor, just started her new 4-year term, but also as a city councilor for the 10 years before that. After 8 years of planning, listening, and refining, we finally have shovels and steel in the ground, and we're incredibly fortunate to have outstanding partners in this endeavor. American Campus Communities has been with us every step of the way, and the success with Lightview gives us tremendous confidence in the student residential life experience that 840 Columbus will provide. Please join me in welcoming Jamie Wilhelm, Chief Development Officer, EVP of Public-Private Partnerships. Jamie?
Good afternoon. John, thank you for the warm welcome. For those of us from Texas, we need warmth. So thank you for the warmest day of the week. We understand that's what's happening right here. So thank you very much for arranging such a fine welcome. It is often said that when we think about a public-private partnership, because that is what we're endeavoring with the city and the university and the private sector, that the most important part of a P3 is partnership. And that is what we find ourselves today really celebrating, is starting in 2018 and 19, teams coming together as partners, working diligently towards a single goal, understanding there's multiple stakeholders and interests involved, but being able to craft a solution that achieves the objectives of American Campus and Blackstone stakeholders, the City of Boston, Northeastern University. That is what we're celebrating today, and it will ultimately manifest itself in the success of future students on campus, their ability to mature, live in a safe, academically oriented environment, develop safe habits, and embrace their college experience, and then become the future leaders of this city, of this region, and of this nation. We are very excited to be a part of the city's housing initiative, to be able to provide more housing for the community, opportunities for people to thrive in their community and grow their families. And then finally, Northeastern University, one of the most creative and innovative institutions in the country, growing leaps and bounds. We are thrilled to be a part as a team to be able to celebrate your success, but consider this a launch pad for future opportunities. My remarks will be very short today. It's going to just simply focus on the word partnership. I want to say thank you. Something, nothing more, and sometimes often not said. And so first of all, we would like to thank our partners at the university. Mr. President, you have assembled a tremendous team. Thank you. We'll not go through all the names because there are too many, and I probably missed one, and then I got to say I'm sorry. But it involves so many disciplines, from legal to financial and administrative to planning and architecture to construction to master plan, government relations. Whew, that was a mouthful. Thank you for assembling such great leadership. Your team was tireless in pursuing the interests of the university. Likewise, Mayor Wu, thank you. We had so much to work with your team, your staff, BPDA, the Boston ISD. These are people we work with day in and day out, frankly benefiting greatly from our local relationships, starting with the university's member, being a member of the community, and then building with many of the folks I'll thank in just a moment. Thank you for your leadership, your vision and guidance. It serves your community very well. We know we're a guest in your community, and thank you for welcoming us. And then finally, our Blackstone team. 3.5 years ago, American Campus became part of the Blackstone portfolio of companies. What a launch pad. What a launch pad. And so we're really excited, and my colleague from Blackstone will speak in just a moment, but we're thrilled to bring that combined power together to benefit the city of Boston. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say thank you to the final members of the team. It's the ACC team back here who did all the hard work on this. I get to show up and take all the credit. They did all the work, but also the team that is local. John Moriarty and Associates, our general contractor, the local team who's out there working to make this project be delivered on time and on budget. Elkis Manfredi, David is here today. Thank you for your guidance. A strong local team helping us guide through to get the approvals we needed at the university level, likewise with the city and the neighborhoods. We have North Star here who helps us work and navigate through all the difficulties of working in a complex environment like an urban Boston. Thank you very much for your help. And then in summary, what about those hundreds of workers who live here and commute to the site every day on this 2.5-year journey to build what will be one of the finest student housing communities built in this country? Thank you all very much. We really welcome your time today, and we're here to celebrate. And I promise, the pounding will only go on a few more weeks. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jamie. That was terrific. It is now, I talked about the mayor earlier, but I want to say the mayor has been no stranger to Northeastern's campus, both as a city councilor and certainly as mayor. She's been here numerous times, and I've been able to, as a citizen of Boston, you get to witness the mayor in all kinds of situations and deal with all kinds of people around the city. But I think the place where you see it really come out is when she deals with young people and deals with students. And I think it's probably, I don't want to speak for you, Mayor, but it's probably your perspective as a mom of 3 young kids. And when you see the future in them and our students here at the university, whether it's an event honoring, celebrating our Boston kids who are coming to campus, high school kids who are coming to Northeastern, or current Northeastern students. I remember when you first became mayor, the president, we convened a group of 15 or so young students here to talk with the mayor, and you could just see that glow and just see just how she was enthused and how she inspired them for their futures. And we're so glad she's here, and she's helped inspire this project and so many more at Northeastern. It is my great honor to introduce our mayor, Mayor Michelle Wu.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for the honor of being here with you all. John is right. I do not glow as much in most of my other meetings as with that when I get to be in the fun ones with the Northeastern students and with this incredible community. I was in D.C. last week for the U.S. Conference of Mayors Summit with about 250 of my colleagues from around the country. A lot is pressing down on everyone's shoulders all around the United States, but in every single room, people were always eager to lean in and hear what Boston had to say, because this community continues to be an example of what it means to stand up for what's right, to press forward into the future, no matter how strong the headwinds feel that are coming at us, and to really stay grounded in who we are as a community. So I want to thank Northeastern for being such an important partner on all of those fronts. We know that you all are under tremendous pressure as an institution of higher education right now in the climate that we're facing. And so to see such remarkable investments and progress, to see the continued commitment to doing more for the community and reaching out and bringing everyone in, it means the whole world. And I'm very honored and proud to stand alongside you here. So thank you so much to President Aoun and to the entire team for what you do every single day. And we're really excited to see that there will now be a lasting, permanent and physical space that creates one more home away from home for the next generation of innovators and leaders that is connected directly to our community. Thank you to my colleagues in elected office who make this possible as well. Councillor Culpepper, thank you for all that you have done and your leadership, new to the city councilor role as of a month ago, but not new to service in the city, certainly. Thank you for your leadership. Councilor Durkin, who is a champion on so many issues, and particularly highlighting where snow removal needs to happen in her district. We are on it, on the big and the small. And to Asha Janae, who is our neighborhood liaison, and part of the eyes and ears and heartbeat of what happens in Roxbury. Thanks for all of your service. I want to echo all of the recognitions from to ACC, to Blackstone, to all those who have been involved in the facilities and construction project, to John, who makes sure that this is a home away from home for all of us at the city as well, and echo your deep thank you to the neighbors. So to our St. Cyprian's leaders, congratulations on a wonderful breakfast, the longest running, most historic memorial breakfast for the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King that St. Cyprian's community organizes alongside Union every year, in honor to hear Nicole Hannah Jones and all of the speakers there. Thank you for coming out always, and congratulations also on 100 years of history at St. Cyprian's. Boston has always been a place where people with big ideas come from all around the world who want to make a difference. And thanks to our universities, generation after generation, we have been that hub of innovation, no matter which exact kind of innovation has been required at each moment in history. We are a talent capital of the world and a home for so many who believe in truth and science and community. That doesn't happen by accident. It's not just because Boston is the most beautiful city in America, with the most beautiful city hall. All right, at least some of us think so. This building, it's okay. We are a global leader because we know how to work together. We know how to lock arms, and no matter how arduous or complex some processes are, barrel our way through and then figure out how to make them better for the next time. So I want to first thank the development team for all that you have put in. We are working to streamline every bit of how we give approvals and move along the projects that are really important for our community, but we know that it takes determination and a certain tenacity to, in this moment, put together the resources, the financing, the community consensus, and all of the details that make this possible. Because of all of that, soon, 840 Columbus will be a physical manifestation of the way Northeastern has breathed life into the idea of Boston's partnership. A few months ago, we were really excited to reach a landmark planning and pilot agreement with Northeastern, agreements that deliver unprecedented community benefits and set a new standard for how our institutions show up for the neighborhoods they call home. 840 Columbus is proof of your commitment to our community, because the city and Northeastern share so many of our same goals. But perhaps the most urgent one is the goal to build more housing. We need more places that students from right here in Boston and all across the world can call home. Every student housed on campus is a unit freed up off campus, and 840 Columbus will help us make a dent in keeping prices as low as possible and trying to take action towards affordability in our surrounding neighborhoods as well. And as this university continues to grow in stature and impact, as new innovations and opportunities bring exciting and significant changes, the city will be there alongside you, dedicated to making sure that our communities continue to grow and benefit from all that you are bringing. That's why when it came to this project, we were clear about our priorities. And I want to also thank and recognize all those who are part of the city's planning department. I know we have a number of our top leaders from the department here, from Chief Kairos Shen to our planning director, and all of our staff members, members of the BPDA board, and all those who are involved, have been involved with the trades in numerous ways. We were clear from the very beginning that the first priority is Roxbury must remain a home for our communities, a place that working families can call home. This project will help us advance that by transforming long underused university land into 800 new beds of student housing, easing rent pressure in surrounding neighborhoods. We need to make sure that neighborhoods like Roxbury and throughout the city are places where people can stay and thrive. 2 weeks ago, we celebrated the opening of the new Franklin Cummings Tech right around the corner, and that came just a few days after cutting the ribbon on 472 new affordable rental units at Flat 9 at Whittier, the last phase of an even longer journey to invest and make sure that the development matches the community's dreams. So this is the third time we've gathered right in this area in just a few weeks. And we're just getting started on Nubian Square and making sure that the resources and the investments will happen in accordance with our community's long-held dreams. From building more affordable housing, creating more home ownership opportunities, to making more space for the arts and community. We need more spaces like this one that will help make the entire picture fit together. I also want to emphasize the community use. Right? It's not every single dorm, every single university building that really is oriented out to the public, inviting people in and making sure that that ground floor is helping to revitalize and show that our connections to our neighbors. This first floor and the community uses there will include programs that neighbors told us matter the most to them, from education to workforce development, community organizing, and even housing some local businesses. So with these landmark agreements and your commitment to building more housing in Boston, Northeastern has become a national leader in city-university partnerships. Congratulations on this exciting new space that means so much to the future of this school, but also so much to the future of all of your students and the future of the city of Boston. You make us the city we are, and we're so grateful to celebrate your success.
Thank you so much, Mayor Wu, for your leadership and partnership. That was extraordinary. Now I'd like to introduce our partners from Blackstone, whose investment and expertise are helping to make this transformative project a reality. Please welcome Gio Cutaya, Global Chief Operating Officer of Real Estate and Global Head of Real Estate Asset Management. Gio?
Thank you, John, and thank you, Mayor Wu. It's a real honor to be here with you all today. We at Blackstone are big believers in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the city of Boston, and we're very proud to deepen our investment in this community. We're grateful for your leadership and the city's partnership, and we appreciate the opportunity to invest in Boston's future. We at Blackstone are the proud owners of American Campus Communities, the best-in-class student housing company that exists. I'd like to congratulate all those involved in bringing this world-class project to life, including the entire ACC team, President Aoun, John Tobin at Northeastern University, our fantastic general contractors and all those who worked on the site, the city, and everyone who has made this groundbreaking possible. Blackstone is thrilled to support this project and help address a critical need for additional student housing with over 2,000 new beds here and at Lakeview Apartments. While there's still a lot of work to be done, it brings me great joy to think about the positive impact this will have on students for many years to come. At Blackstone, we are long-term believers in the Boston area and the community. Today, we own over $15 billion of real estate in the area and continue to look for new opportunities to invest in and improve properties in surrounding neighborhoods. One thing that makes Boston so special is the amount of students who choose to come study here from all over the world, and we're so proud to play a small role in improving their experience. I'm confident this is going to be a fantastic addition to the university, and we can't wait to see the finished product. Thank you for all having me here today, and as long as you don't tell my family in the Bronx, let's go Pats.
Thank you, Gio. And now it is my privilege to introduce someone whose vision has guided Northeastern University through such extraordinary growth while deepening our commitment to the communities we serve. Please welcome the President of Northeastern University, President Joseph Aoun.
Thank you. And being the last to speak means that everything has been said. So thank you all for being here, and then goodbye. we won't be here today, Mayor, without you. You wanted this to happen, but also you wanted this to happen in a way that will benefit the city and the community. It wasn't always easy to work with your team, you know that, but what guided you was a principled approach and not a political approach, and we value that tremendously. We value your leadership. Thank you very much for making this what it is today, a reality. Let's give the mayor a round of applause. Mayor, don't applaud yourself yet. I also want to thank everyone that has played a role in that, obviously with ACC and BlackRock, but also the number or the scores of people that have been working on it from the community at Northeastern and from the community of, in Boston at large. And I would like to ask you all, everyone from the people in the who worked at Northeastern, people who worked outside Northeastern, people who worked in the community, people who worked in City Hall, to stand and be recognized. Everybody should stand at this point, please. More. Manfredi, Mr. Manfredi. More. Thank you. Thank you. Let me mention, the mayor stressed the fact that this period is not easy for higher education. But you gave us the opportunity to be ourselves. You believe in science, you believe in progress, you believe in education, and this is rare nowadays. So we thank you for that. You gave us the environment to continue to move forward at a time when many colleges and universities nationwide are closing. Once a week, we have a college closing in the nation. So let's not take anything for granted. We are facing headwinds. You mentioned them. And the headwinds are not only political, they are more fundamental than that. Because, the politics will change. But we are seeing, in the nation that we have less students going to college. We have also AI changing everything about education, and we have skepticism about higher education. So what is special about Boston is that Boston is not only believing in education, but also furthering education. Boston and the mayor wants the students to remain. And we want every student to remain here. But let me share something with you. Not everyone has an opportunity to have affordable apartment. And so that's what you are doing for affordable housing is going to impact every student who is finishing and who wants to stay here, Mayor. And thank you for that. Thank you very much. We also are very cognizant that no university, no institution can flourish without the community. And, I was meeting with Councilman Culpepper. He told me that his father taught him to go to the top. Your grandfather, the top is overrated. You want to meet with the president doesn't know much. The president takes advantage and say, I did it. But I think it's the community that has been important, and you have been a voice for the community. Councilwoman, the same thing with you. We thank you for your partnership. But what we have done is large, but it's not enough. It's never enough. So we will continue to work with you on that. And I want to thank our partners, ACC. I want to thank BlackRock. And you are not only, as you stated, making a statement about Northeastern, but making a statement about the city. And, I would like also to single out Kathy Spiegelman. Where is Kathy? Okay, let me mention why. Kathy is going to retire at the end of the year, and this is her crowning achievement. So this is something that she spent many years focusing on. And we want to thank you for that. your impact and your legacy are enormous with us. So thank you very much. A building is not a destination. It's not an end by itself. A building reflects the values for the city, reflects the values for Northeastern, and reflects the values of this community. You know, you have been St. Cyprian, and you have been a great partner also with us. We thank you for that, and we thank you for helping us constantly understand the needs and, more importantly, the aspirations of this city. So thank you again for this aspect. We're going to continue to work together. We're going to, you're going to hear this building on a daily basis because of the noise that you are hearing. But the building is an open building, as the mayor stated, which means that the community will be part of it. And what we started with today in terms of community projects is not what we are going to end up with, based on your aspirations, based on your needs, and based on what we can do together. We have an army here, ready to work, and the army is the students and the faculty and the staff. Use this army, rely on them, and we don't know how to do it without you. So, Mayor, thank you again for your leadership. Thank you all for being here today. And that's the first time that I see that this sand is no longer sand, it's something more. It's a turf type. So can we all, John, what is the next step? We are all going. So come here. Come here. Thank you.
Okay, that is actual dirt from the site, I promise. Okay, we're gonna, Jamie, Gio, Mayor, Mr. President. I'm also, Kathy, come on up.
Okay, Mayor, 1, 2, 3. Okay,